Hey guys, just a quick reminder, if you missed the end of last week's episode, then you might have missed that we restocked our vegan view mugs. We're so excited about these and we hope some of you will be able to order them before the holidays. So check out the description box down below. We're so excited to get these out to you and we can't wait to cheers you from afar.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Vegan View.
Today I'm really excited because we are going to be doing a festive holiday coffee creamer taste test. We have some really fun flavors to try out for you guys.
Each of us is going to be in our separate locations, so we can't be influenced by the other. I love these taste tests and I'm so excited to see what everyone thinks of these creamers.
A lot of these are kind of similar, so I'm really excited to get to try them side by side and see which one really is the best. We've got sweetened ones, we've got unsweetened ones. I'm a coffee lover through and through.
I honestly don't really like coffee.
I'm really excited to do this, so let's get started. Is that not the best sound? So first up is this from Califia. This is the dark chocolate truffle and it's made with real almond and coconut cream. When I opened it, it literally just looks like chocolate milk, like really good chocolate milk. And it smells like chocolate ice cream, like a nice chocolate ice cream.
It looks like chocolate milk, like straight chocolate milk.
Okay, it smells like straight chocolate. It smells like chocolate milk.
Okay, just a little schmutz.
Do a little pour. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yum, that is so good. That's really nice.
I taste coffee.
I was wondering if because it was chocolate, it wasn't gonna make it as creamy as I normally like my coffee to be, but it definitely has that creamy consistency and it's not too overpowering. Like the chocolate isn't, I was thinking dark chocolate, it might be a little bitter, it might be a little overpowering, but it really just complements the coffee really nicely. It is sweet, but it's not crazy sweet. You definitely get a hot chocolate vibe here, so it's like if you took your hot chocolate and you poured a shot of coffee into it. I think that's probably the best way to describe it.
It's oddly not as chocolatey as I thought it would be. It's a really mild, I think maybe I'm just like a chocolate fiend. I know Hannah's not as big of a chocolate fan.
I'm just not a huge chocolate person. It kind of just tastes like you're drinking like a mocha. Yeah, if you're a chocolate lover, I think you're gonna like this one a lot. But it's also not gonna be too sweet, too overpowering. And that chocolate is really nice and kind of rich. It says dark chocolate truffle. It's not bitter dark chocolate. It's definitely like a nice chocolatey, hot chocolate ice cream kind of chocolate, if you know what I mean.
The texture and like the mouthfeel of it is really smooth. I like that it's not super thick and dense. It makes a very nice cup of coffee. I wish it had just a pinch, just like a little sprinkle more of that chocolate truffle, because when I think truffle chocolate, like I think decadent. I think those like Lindt chocolate balls that just creamy, decadent.
For someone like me, I don't really like my coffees to be too sweet. It's hard for me to drink them if they're too sweet, but I do like a little bit of cream and a little bit of flavor. This is really good. I like this a lot. I feel like we're starting really strong. I was a little nervous, but I have to say this is really delicious. I am gonna give this an 9 out of 10. I think it's really good. I would give that an 8.5 out of 10. I wouldn't say that it's like the best creamer I've ever had. I would buy this again and probably like it, but I don't know that, like, I'm just not a huge chocolate person, especially when it comes to with my coffee, so I don't think that this would be one that I would gravitate towards as far as like a holiday coffee. It doesn't really taste holiday-ish, it just kind of tastes like chocolatey.
I will have to give it an 8.5. Yes, 8.5. I feel good about that.
Next we have the Silk Unsweetened Almond Milk in the Pumpkin Spice flavor. This is the only unsweetened one out of the bunch, and this happens to be the only one that I actually have had before, and I know that I love it.
I can hear Nikki saying that she really appreciates that it's unsweet, because I know from years and years of being one, her friend, and two, a coworker of hers, if you can call this relationship co-working. She likes her coffee unsweetened.
I do not like sweet coffee, and I don't like anything that tastes overly artificial.
Unlike me, who's a child and likes it to taste like cake.
Smells like pumpkin.
This smells like a candle. Dang. Okay, I don't think you guys can see, but immediately it like filled up the cup and just made the best blend of coffee.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. That's lovely.
I love this one because it is true pumpkin spice flavor coming out without any of the sweetness.
That's really nice. It is not sweet whatsoever. So if you are someone who likes like a tiny bit of sweetness, you're not gonna get that from this.
Okay, I like my coffee a little bit sweetened, but man.
So you get that hit of cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg, but it's not overpowering, it's not sweet at all, and it's really, really creamy. You guys, this is a 10 in my book.
And I can definitely taste the pumpkin spice flavor, but not in a fake way. It's a very natural way, almost as if the flavor was like mixed in with the coffee grounds. It's really nice.
Do I like pumpkin spice? I remember tasting so many pumpkin spice lattes and just being not super into them because they were almost sickly in the amount of overwhelming flavor and sweetness. And this is just like this beautiful, delicate, smooth pumpkin pie spiced flavors.
If you were to say, okay, Nicole, make your perfect festive holiday vegan creamer, it would be creamy, check. It would be not sweet, check. It would be subtle but noticeable. Like the flavor would definitely be prominent and feel festive, but it wouldn't be like sickly or too strong or too artificial.
I almost wonder if you're somebody who cooks a lot, like bakes a lot, if this would be good. I feel like you could do something really fun with this. I would give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's really good. I think if you don't like sweet creamers, this is gonna be a win for you. It definitely has that pumpkin kind of holiday taste to it that's really subtle, but in a nice way. And yeah, I would say the only thing for me is I do like, even though I don't like super sweet coffee, I do like a little bit of sugar, a little bit of sweetness that this one offers, the Califia dark chocolate truffle.
I hate to give 10s this early on, but 10 out of 10.
All right, next up we have this mint cocoa creamer from Califia. And again, it's made with real almond and coconut cream.
Oh, this one looks different. Swirling. This smells exactly like Thin Mints. If you love Thin Mint cookies as much as I do, I have a feeling you will probably at least love the way it smells. I haven't tasted it yet, but it smells absolutely incredible.
Oh my God, it smells like a York peppermint patty. Oh, that smells so good.
Okay, this already feels like the texture is much thicker.
Cheers. Oh.
Cheers.
That tastes like a mint chocolate candy. That is so good.
I don't really like it. Ugh, I love so many things from Califia, but this is not my favorite.
It's delicious. It is so sweet. It is very sweet, but it's delicious. So if you like sweet, like Starbucksy holiday festive drinks, I definitely recommend this.
It is very minty. It definitely has, you know, like a York peppermint patty type of flavor to it, where it's got the dark chocolate and then the mint is super, super minty.
It is a really nice blend of mint and chocolate, and it doesn't taste like straight peppermint. Like sometimes I think whenever I see a mint coffee creamer, I think it's just gonna make my coffee taste weird, but that chocolate really does balance it out, and it tastes like literally having a bite of a Thin Mint cookie and a little sip of coffee.
I know I don't like it. It doesn't taste like candy cane peppermint, it tastes like spearmint. I hardly taste any of the cocoa just because I don't like it. Okay.
If you don't like mint in your drinks, you probably won't like this, but if you really like the flavor of a York peppermint patty and you feel like you want to drink that with your coffee, then this is a really good one. I like that flavor, so I'm gonna give this a 9. I think it's really good. I would definitely buy it again.
I think the balance is really nice. I think the flavor is really nice. They really did a good job with the creaminess and the flavor. Personally, too sweet for me, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's really, really good, and I'm very impressed with the flavor and the creaminess.
3. I think it's fine. I really don't like the gum taste in my mouth that it's giving me. That makes me sad. No.
I think it's fun to like switch it up for the holiday. Would I drink this every day of my life? No. But for the holiday season, I feel like it gives you a nice kind of, I don't know, holiday vibe.
Next, we have the Silk Dairy-Free Almond Creamer in Dark chocolate peppermint. I actually have had this before. I've shot with Silk before and I love it. I'm a little biased because I've already had it.
Based on the nose, again, it's not quite as strong as the Califia one was, so I'm wondering if it's going to be a little bit more subtle. We shall see.
I love the Silk vanilla creamer. It is one of my favorite creamers. It's like the perfect amount of sweetness. So good.
It already smells less intense of a peppermint than the Califia one.
It smells like peppermint. Cheers.
Very good, very sweet. This one is more like sugary sweet to me.
I'm not the most reliable person because this is like one of my favorite creamers ever, and like I've worked with them because I love them so much. I've talked to you guys about how much we love them. It's not for people like, I know Nikki does not like sweetened coffee. It's for people like me who like to enjoy coffee as a treat.
That's so good. So the mint is a lot more subtle on this one, whereas the mint and the mint cocoa is very strong, very minty. That kind of feeling after you brush your teeth where it's like very cooling to the mouth, that's what the mint cocoa tastes like, whereas the Silk peppermint is a lot more muted and it just blends in really nicely with the dark chocolate and the coffee. Way more subtle.
This one is a little less chocolatey. This one is more like candy cane-ish chocolate, and then this one is more like thin minty chocolate and a little more on the chocolatey side. So they're both really good. They're both creamy.
The peppermint is so light. You can taste the chocolate in there. Acknowledging that I'm super biased, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. It's delicious. If you splash this in one of your hot chocolates, so good. Drizzle it over vanilla ice cream. Amazing.
I really can't say anything bad about that. I really like it. I think that the mint cocoa, the Califia mint cocoa might be a little bit too much mint for some people. So if you like that peppermint flavor but you don't like it to be too strong, this is a total win. It's creamy. It's a little sweet but not too sweet. Very similar to their vanilla creamer. So if you like their vanilla creamer, you're gonna like this. I think it's really good. I feel like this is one I could drink more regularly and not get sick of because it's just a little more subtle.
Probably gonna be a little too sweet for me personally, so I don't know that this is my favorite of the bunch, but they did a really good job. I'm very, very impressed with all these creamers, I have to say. I remember so many coffee creamers when I first went vegan were so chalky and they would separate, and none of these have separated. They're all so silky, so creamy, and really nice flavors. Like the flavor is just undeniably good. It's not like good for a vegan thing. It's just good, which I really appreciate. So I'm gonna give this a 7. I think it's very nice. It's definitely above average. It's a really great option. It's just maybe not my favorite.
I think I'm gonna give that a 10. I can't really think of anything I would change. I can't think of anything that would make it better. I think it's really nice. It's got that holiday feel to it. Very, very good.
Last, we have the Trader Joe's Cocoa Peppermint Flavored Almond Creamer. The creamer taste tests are so much fun when we're all together because we all get so hyper and they get a little weird, but I'm getting weird by myself, it's fine.
This one doesn't have as much of a scent as the other ones at all. It's probably the most mild of all of the ones that I sniffed. This one is not separating, but it's a lot less creamy than some of the other ones. I feel like I had to use more.
Subtle peppermint. I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. I have my vegan view mug, saved the best for last. Cheers.
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 No. Oh, I feel bad, but no.
No.
What do I like about it? I like that it's sweet.
It tastes like straight sugar water. I don't even taste the peppermint, honestly. It's so subtle.
So we did a taste test where we just tasted the regular coffee creamer flavors and not the holiday ones. And when Hannah tasted one of them, she said that it made her coffee taste like car dealership coffee. And I just felt like I knew exactly what she meant when she said that, like waiting room coffee, basically.
It's definitely a bit thinner of a creamer than the Silk It's not as pepperminty as I would want it to be, for sure. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. I don't know. If I learned anything, it's just that if you sweeten coffee, I will like it.
So sweet. I'm really glad that Trader Joe's came out with an almond creamer, but they're so hit or miss with their dairy-free milks and creamers and stuff. I feel like some of them are so good and then some of them are so bad. I feel like that with their yogurts too. It's just so inconsistent. They need a vegan on board who can tell them what's up. Trader Joe's, I will taste test for you. Call me, please.
It just has that very specific kind of stale, artificial, kind of watery flavor, and that unfortunately is what happened when I added this creamer. It does not have a nice chocolatey flavor, really. It has kind of an artificial, like, not creamy chocolate flavor, if that makes sense. And I think that's because the first ingredients are water, sugar, chocolate syrup, and then the almonds. So I feel like it's not an almond milk creamer that they added flavor to, but they made like a syrup and then added a little cream to it. So it's really not creamy. The chocolate flavor doesn't come out very much.
It's just too sweet. It's watery. It's lacking flavor. Honestly, I'd give it a 2. I wouldn't buy it again. Would I put it in my coffee if it was a choice between like black and this? Maybe I'd put like a drop, like a tiny, tiny drop, but it's so, so sweet. If you really, really, really like sweet stuff, then like maybe you'll like it. But for me, it's like not even creamy. So it's like, if you want something super sweet and you want it to be like a dessert, I usually would want that creamy factor that's missing. Where all the other ones have like that very nice creamy consistency. This one just lacks in that. So
you guys know I love Trader Joe's, but this is just not something I would buy again. I don't think it's even in the same ballpark as the other ones in terms of flavor, creaminess. Like all of the other ones that I tried, I feel like they really added something to my coffee and made them feel like a treat. Whereas this one kind of took, like, I'd rather have my regular coffee. So if that's not telling you what I feel about it, then I don't know what is.
Sorry, Trader Joe's, but like I said, call me. I'm happy to review all of your vegan foods and I will give very good feedback.
We would love to know if there are any holiday creamers that you have tried that we did not in this video that are just chef's kiss the holidays in your mouth and tummy.
Check out the description box below for links to buy our Vegan View mugs.
And don't forget to subscribe to this channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and you liked it.
And we'll see you soon in a new video. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.